Thank you for logging on to this Norwell High School sports broadcast brought to you by WellsCountyVoice.com, a division of the Voice Enterprises. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors you hear throughout the game, so be sure to visit their businesses and use their services as often as possible, and tell them thanks for their support. We encourage you to go to the games and support your local team, but when you just can't make it, we're here for you. Now it's time for the pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
On the campus of Norwell High School in Ossian, Indiana, welcome to a sectional production of Norwell Lady Knights basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com. Tonight, it's the 18-4 Bellmont Squaws taking on the 14-9 Norwell Knights. Good evening, friends. This is Derek Decker bringing you the action live from the castle. My partner, Greg Van Meter, will be arriving shortly. Tonight, we've got ourselves a fantastic matchup. This is a rematch from a conference affair that took place back on January the 14th, just a couple of weeks ago. Norwell took that one in Decatur. They led the entire way and defeated the Squaws 56-47. Of course, Belmont's only conference loss, but was able to retain the conference championship after Norwell lost at East Noble on the last day of the regular season. Now coming into tonight, Sagarin likes Norwell again by a final of 49-43. So a very tight game expected. Bellmont plays some excellent defense. On average this season, they've given up 37 points a game. That's good for the top 25 in the state of Indiana. Norwell scores 53 on offense on average. So we should have ourselves a good one. As we mentioned, Norwell got out to a hot start the first time against Bellmont a couple weeks ago. We'll go ahead and run through a couple stats from that game. Of course, Bellmont shooting 18 of 50 in that game, and a lot of that came from the first half. They struggled in the first half mightily. They got back into it in the third quarter late, tied the basketball game before Norwell was able to hang on and pull away at the end for the victory. We are just about a minute away from the starting lineups this evening, as we're getting on just a little bit late, but we're glad you could join us this evening on WellsCountyVoice.com. And I see my partner arriving now, so we'll have some more in-depth conversation to go along with you, but we really should be seeing quite possibly the best game of the sectional. Now, an interesting note I caught this morning, in the Sagarin ratings, Columbia City is actually rated one spot higher than Bellmont in the Sagarin ratings, so this game may or may not be for the championship. But a lot of the newspapers around the area, a lot of the media calling this game the championship game, as we are joined now by my partner, Greg Van Meter. And Craig, we should be in for a very entertaining basketball game this evening.
Should be a lot of fun, Derek. Sorry I'm running late. Had to earn a living, and then the line of traffic was ridiculous getting in here.
There you go.
So a lot of fans piling in. I can tell you they're out the door.
Yeah, everybody seems to file in a little bit late for these 6 o'clock starts. Tough to make for a lot of people, including our broadcaster.
Yes. But thank you for getting a water for me.
No problem.
Appreciate that greatly. Right now, the sportsmanship is being read, and then we're going to have to take a break because the national anthem will be pre-recorded. And, of course, we can't play that on YouTube due to copyright infringement law. So why don't we go ahead and take that break right now. Appreciate you joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com this evening. We'll be right back with sectional semifinal 1 here at the Castle.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Welcome back to the Castle. We're just about set for starting lineups. We'll join public address announcer Jamie Feldheiser for those right now.
The visiting team on the scoreboard, the Bellmont Squads. Their 9 starters are number 4, Megan Houston. Number 12, Carrie Scott. Number 14, Allison McBride. Number 20, Ivy Thomas. Number 22, Samantha Sonnenberg. Number 23, Jordan Hoffman. Number 34, Madison Hare. And Emily Filling. Starting for the Squads, at a guard, a 5'2" senior, number 3, Ryan Velez. Starting at a forward, a 5'7" junior, number 10, Maddie Sonnenberg. Starting at another forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 15, Grace Hunter. Starting at the other forward, a 5'8" freshman, number 55, Kenzie McMahon. And starting at center, a 5'10" junior, number 21, Alyssa Sophie. The head coach for the Bellmont Squads is Mr. Andy Hine. And now let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, the Norwell Lady Knights. Bellmont starters, number 14, Ashley Ravenbrook. Number 24, Cece Archibald. Number 30, Brianne Parker. Number 32, Kylie Top. And number 42, Alexa Mallory. Starting for the Lady Knights at a guard, a 5'5" senior, number 20, Kaylee Roller. Starting at another guard, a 5'3" senior, number 22, Courtney Beer. Starting at the other guard, a 5'6" junior, number 10, Bria Wilson. Starting at a forward, a 5'8" junior, number 44, Logan Brown. And starting at the other forward, a 5'8" sophomore, number 12, Aubrey Dunn.
Once again, those starters for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Bellmont Squads this evening. It's Ryan Velez, Emily Felling, Grace Hunter, Alyssa Selking, and Kenzie McMahon for head coach Andy Heim. He's in his 6th year at Bellmont, and he comes into this sectional semifinal with a record of 39-92. For your Lady Knights, it's Brielle Wilson, Aubrey Dunnick, Ashley Vandenboom, Courtney Beer. Wrong X in the wrong spot there. And Logan Rouse for head coach Eric Thornton. 306 wins versus 156 losses in his 20 years here at Norwell as Bellmont controls the tip. And it is Grace Hunter with the basketball. You'll be hearing us say that a lot this evening. The sophomore, one of the stellar players in the Northeast 8 Conference for sure, as she is being face guarded by Kaylee Roller. And boy, Roller knows what she had for breakfast this morning, as Hunter able to get the basketball back. Norwell playing a very tight, actually they're playing a box and one right now.
Now, the last time Norwell played Bellmont, they got very physical, and it worked, as they were able to rough up Grace Hunter a little bit and got her off her game. She got a little flustered, and the Knights come away and force the turnover.
And they'll get the basketball on the jump ball, as Kaylee Roller very active on defense. And actually, I thought it was a box in one, but they switched on Grace Hunter out top. That might be a matchup zone that the Knights are playing. Bellmont, on the other hand, appears to be playing man-to-man. Logan Rouse looking to penetrate as Kaylee Roller launches a long three. That doesn't touch anything but a Bellmont player, so the Knights will get it back on their own end line.
Well, I think Norwell did a great job on that first possession. It was a 44-second possession, and they came away with a turnover. That's exactly what you want from the Lady Knights on defense. There's
the inbounds play and pass. It's out of bounds, and it will go back to Bellmont as it's off the hands of Logan Rouse for the Knights' first turnover. I think you're going to see a lot of intensity from both squads. Bellmont with seeking a little bit of revenge from that regular season loss at their home court a few weeks ago. Oh, nice pass underneath, as unable to convert was Kinsey McMahon. It'll be out of bounds, and it'll go to the Knights.
And no doubt are they seeking revenge, but they're also seeking to break Norwell's 6 consecutive sectional title victories, and they've got their best shot in the last 20 years to do it right here.
Absolutely, as there's another turnover on the Knights. Rouse couldn't handle that pass. As up ahead to McMahon. McMahon able to save it. Beer on the floor. Another jump ball. That'll go back to Bellmont.
Sloppy start for both teams this evening, and Norwell very similar to how they came out of the gate against Mississinawa on Tuesday. Sloppy could not make a shot, but already coming away with a couple turnovers so far this evening.
It's a little bit of a different sloppy look, though, as this seems to be caused by intensity and maybe a little bit of nerves. They're not moving slowly at all, as that's Emily Felling with the basketball. She has trouble, but Grace Hunter there to corral it. Being guarded, actually double-teamed, and a turnover is going to be called. That's traveling on Grace Hunter as she drives to the basket. Both teams now with 2 turnovers, 6:12 left in this first quarter. No score. In fact, only 2 shots have been put up so far, one by each team. Roller tries to turn the corner, throws up a wild shot. Dunnick able to haul down the offensive rebound, and the Knights will reset. Roller's going to be fouled up top by Kinsey McMahon. That'll be the first foul of this basketball game, as McMahon, just a freshman, listed at 5'8". She looks taller than that, Derek.
Yeah, she does. She plays taller as well.
Nice pass underneath, and Beer able to feed Dunnick on the low block. Aubrey's going to be fouled, and she's going to go to the line to shoot a pair, as the foul was called on Emily Felling. Her first foul. There's Roller for a 3. No good. The rebound out of bounds. It'll go to Bellmont. That appeared to be off the hand of McMahon, but they say that the Knights touched it last.
Good look that time for Norwell, though. I like the open 3 from Roller. She got the defender on the ground and just not able to convert.
So Roller 0 for 2 from the field, beyond the arc at this point. That pass is going to be picked off as Aubrey Dunnick able to muscle it away, and that's a tough traveling call on Logan Rouse, as she did not try to get up, but she did fall down. So the official ruling that she traveled. That's the 3rd turnover on the Knights, and that's double dribble, no call. Grace Hunter will be blocked as Logan Rouse, getting out to contest that shot, slapped it out of bounds.
Tell you what, a pretty nice crowd has filed in here this evening. Everybody's coming in a little late.
Yeah, the Norwell side with a good crowd, and this Bellmont side all the way to the rafters. Their section's not as big. There's a pass inside, nice feed, and Alyssa Selking will score the first 2 points of this basketball game. 5:01 left in the first quarter. Rouse thought about it. She turns the corner, gets the shot up, and off the rim, no good. The ball will be rebounded by Bellmont, and Grace Hunter brings it into the front court. That's Velez on that left wing, the lone senior starter here for Bellmont. In fact, they've only got 2 seniors on their roster. Jordan Hoffman does not start. Inside, that's McMahon, as the Norwell defense got a little lost there on the switch, and McMahon gives Bellmont a 4-point lead. I expected to see this kind of game, as Logan Rouse is going to be fouled. That's going to be a blocking foul on Alyssa Selking. It'll be her first, team's 3rd. Norwell has yet to commit a team foul. As Brianne Barger checks in, she'll replace Brielle Wilson in the Norwell lineup.
Brianne was the spark for Norwell in the first quarter on Tuesday. Got things going, came in, hit a 3 right away, ended up with 5 points, I think, in that quarter.
Exactly right. The Knights then went on to defeat Mississinawa with Rouse wide open for 3, no good. But Brianne Barger right there, no foul called on her putback attempt. And Bellmont heads the other way. That's Velez as it's taken away from her by Courtney Beer. Courtney with a heads-up play, just taking it right out of the hands of Ryan Velez. Now Courtney will drive, and she'll be fouled by Velez.
Well, this is not a bad strategy if you're Norwell. Really attacking the basket early, being very aggressive, taking it to the rim, and drawing some fouls on Bellmont. Hopefully going to be able to knock down free throws at a decent clip this evening.
Alyssa Selking will take a seat for Bellmont as she's replaced by Megan Busick, another one of those freshmen for Bellmont. Well, and that's kind of just the opposite of what happened earlier in the season in Norwell's win as Dunnick's shot doesn't go down. Norwell got in foul trouble early. That was a miss by McMahon and also a miss on the putback by Felling. Bellmont with two good looks there. We're under 3.5 minutes in this first quarter. Norwell has yet to score. Beer thought about it. Barger will drive, get to the hoop, and miss the shot. Boy, another good look for the Knights. They're now 0 for 8 from the floor as another turnover called on Bellmont. That'll be their fourth. Norwell just needs to put the biscuit in the basket. They're getting good looks, Derek.
Oh, absolutely. Barger had probably the best look of the game so far, just in and out.
A little hard off the backboard as she tries to drive and throws a pass right at the feet of Kaylee Roller. Now Barger will launch the shot way short, and a foul, I believe, is going to be called on Norwell.
Yeah, it's on Dunnick. She kind of gave the defender a tug on the rebound attempt.
That'll be her first, team's first. Norwell 0 for 8. Bellmont 2 for 6. That's McMahon. Hunter tries to drive. Couldn't quite find the handle. Now she slips through the defense and able to get it up and in. Now a 6-point lead for the Squaws. And Coach Thornton is going to call a timeout with Norwell trailing by 6. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here since we didn't get to talk too much before the game. Good job of getting things going, Derek. I appreciate it. And the crowd continues to file in here at Norwell. I sat at the intersection of Norwell Road as I avoided Ossian, and 224 had to be close to 5 minutes. The cars lined up coming from the east were lined up as far as I could see.
Unbelievable, Bell. It's very nice this evening. Really, it's beginning to be a little bit full in here, and that's exactly what you want to see during sectional time. I think Columbia City, as we didn't really get to talk about the other game that's taking place after this one, I think Columbia City's going to beat Heritage pretty easily, although you never know in sectional. But Columbia City, the heavy favorite there to be in the championship, so the winner here likely facing the Eagles.
Alexa Mallory into the game for the Knights out of that timeout. She's out there with Roller, Rouse, Beer, and Barger. As Belmont's now gone to a zone. There's Barger open for three, no good. The rebound controlled by Busick. And the Knights now 0 for 10 from the field. Not the way Coach Thornton would have liked this one to start as Kaylee Roller bats it away. The pass underneath is on the line. That'll be a turnover on Bellmont, their fifth.
Well, here's what's keeping Norwell in this game. It's their staunch defense right now, and they're really getting good opportunities on offense. It's just not going down right now. They need to get a basket to build some confidence going forward.
Brielle Wilson checks back in for Coach Thornton, replacing Brianne Barger. Minute 41 left in this first quarter. Boy, it seems like this one's going really fast as Bellmont has apparently gone to a zone. Mallory inside, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound and gets that one to go. The first basket for the Knights makes it a 6-2 basketball game.
Now Bellmont
took them 6.5 minutes to score.
Bellmont has been in several low-scoring basketball games. Beat East Noble, most notably in the conference season, 32-30, so they're accustomed to playing this type of game.
Yep, very low scoring to this point. On the drive, that's Busick. The kick to Selking, good. About a 16-footer for Alyssa Selking. She's 2 for 2. And that Bellmont lead back to 6. Under a minute to go here in this first stanza. Roller has her pass kicked by McMahon. McMahon, as we mentioned, listed at 5'8", plays bigger than that. She's on the top of the zone with Busick. 2-3 by Bellmont here. There's the backdoor play, and it's picked off by the Squaws. They saw that one coming.
Yeah, defended well. Good scouting report.
There's another steal by the Knights as Grace Hunter coughs it up. Courtney Beer into the front court with 27 seconds. Beer thought about the long three, so did Roller. They work it down on the low post to Mallory. Mallory on the kick to Beer. Beer for three. Good. Courtney Beer with a big three for the Knights. That gets them to within 3 points. That pass is thrown out of bounds, and Norwell will get it back with 10 seconds left. A chance to tie it up here prior to the end of the first quarter. Roller lets it roll, finally picks it up. 8 seconds, being guarded by McMahon. It's 5 seconds, and Roller loses the basketball and commits the foul. That'll be a turnover on the Knights, and it'll be Kaylee's first foul.
Now
second on Norwell.
The most upsetting part about that's not the turnover, but the foul.
Yeah.
As that could play a big part towards the end of this basketball game. Really a silly foul with under 4 seconds left in the quarter.
Roller takes a seat as she's replaced by Barger. 3.2 seconds. One, the launch by Hunter is short. And that will end this first quarter in rapid fashion. Not much scoring. Bellmont leads 8-5. We'll take a break and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
'Twas the month after Christmas, and all through your homes were the remnants of cookies and candies and scones. You ate so much sugar it made you feel crummy, and you can't fit any more in your overstuffed tummy. Plus, you've been running on empty to get everything done, and to exercise now doesn't sound like much fun.
Could this be your post-holiday anthem? The cooking, the wrapping, the running, the sleep deprivation. You've spent the last couple of months worrying about everyone else. It's time to focus on you. With a membership to the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. The YMCA provides physical and social enrichment through family-friendly programs. Whether you're taking a group exercise class, learning a new language, connecting with friends, improving your health and well-being, or participating in family outings with the Y. Start the new year on a healthy, active foot for you and your family. To find out more, go to fwymca.org and request a one-day pass from any Y in Allen, Whitley, and Wells County so you can try the Y for yourself.
Welcome back to the Castle. Bellmont, 4 of 9 in that first quarter for 44%. Norwell, 2 of 13 for 15% in the first quarter. Bellmont with 7 turnovers already, but Norwell also has 5 and the basketball as we start this second quarter. Norwell has not had trouble getting shots. They've just had trouble getting them in the basket. As Roller, Rowles, Dunnick, Beer, and Wilson, the starters, back out there for the Knights. Bellmont in that 2-3 zone. There they get the pass inside, and Logan Rowles able to score. Nice assist there by Brielle Wilson.
Spectacular ball movement on that entire possession. They really whipped it around the perimeter before Brielle Wilson found the gap and fed to Rowles for the bucket.
Yeah, they did a good job of getting Bellmont's zone out of shape on that possession. Up top is Busick with the basketball now. It goes down low. Nice move inside by Selking. Can't get it to go, and Logan Rowles pulls down the rebound. We'll see who that foul is on.
It's going to be on Logan.
Well, that's really a bad call, as she had position on the rebound. That's her first foul, team's third. Bellmont with 14 fouls. Open is Grace Hunter, no good, and it'll bounce out of bounds. It'll go over to Norwell. Well, I don't quite understand how the official came up with that one, but in any case, it's only the first foul on Logan. No player with more than one foul to this point as we tick under 7 minutes. Roller looking underneath, tried to get it to Rouse, but now she calls Logan out. Beer up top. Wilson, as they try to get this Bellmont defense out of shape. Bellmont staying in the 2-3 zone, but really getting out hard on the shooters. That's that elbow pass they want. Roller can't hit the three, and the rebound controlled by Selking. Well, this is the way Kaylee started out the other night and then got hot in the second half. That's a traveling call on Grace Hunter as she picked up the ball and kept running. I don't know if she kind of lost her balance there.
I don't know, but she just kind of, I think you're right. She kind of fell forward towards the basket, but couldn't get rid of it before being whistled for a travel.
6:10 left in this second quarter. No foul shots yet for either team. As Wilson tries to get it into the elbow, she does, and there it is again. This time, Rouse puts it on the floor, and
oh my goodness!
Boy, I think Norwell really got a break on that, as it appeared to go off of Rouse's foot. Coach Andy Heim not happy at all.
Actually, the outside official made that call, so maybe it's something that we missed.
Could be, as he was right by the play. Boy, Belmont's doing a great job of getting out on shooters, though Norwell has had several good looks from beyond the arc.
Yeah, we noted in the pregame show they only give up 37 points a game. That's in the top 25 in the state of Indiana. There's a foul. Okay, it's going to be an offensive foul on Courtney Beer. It's going to be another turnover on Norwell.
That'll be Courtney's first foul, team's fourth, and Bellmont will get the basketball back. They lead by just 1 point. So far, it has been a dogfight. Bellmont scored the first 6 points of the game before Norwell was able to get on the board, and it took over 6.5 minutes for that to happen. Selking is going to be fouled, and that'll be the first free throws of the game. Foul called on Brielle Wilson, I believe. Yep, that'll be her first, team's fifth. And Selking will shoot a couple of free throws here. Her first. Wow. That ball, I don't think it rotated at all, Derek.
Very high arcing as well.
Graham Barger replaces Beer in the Norwell lineup. Barger 0 for 4 from the field so far. A couple of twos and a couple of threes. That ball does not rotate, as Alyssa Selking able to knock down a couple free throws. Bellmont back up by 3. Roller into the front court, directing traffic. As Norwell weaving in and out of this Bellmont zone. Barger loses the handle, but able to get it back. She'll reset to Roller. Roller kicks out to Wilson. Wilson drives the lane and scores. Nice move by Brielle Wilson, splitting the defense. Norwell a 6-point favorite in this one, according to Sagarin, 49-43. And the way this scoring's going, they may not get within 20 points of that total of 92. Tough to see here in the corner at Norwell as a two-pointer for Megan Busick falls. Good-looking shot there from the freshman. And another foul underneath on the drive is going to be called on Norwell's end. We'll see why they call this one. It goes on Megan Busick, and it will be a shooting foul. Kaylee Roller will go to the line. Kaylee looking for her first point of the evening. And is long with the first free throw. Well, Kaylee was having trouble with her free throws in the fourth quarter here on Tuesday night as well. No consistent pattern, long, short. That one finds the bottom of the net. And it's back to a 2-point game. 4:28 left in this second quarter as Grace Hunter with the basketball. Waves off the pick with her left hand. Selking underneath. Nice pass to McMahon as Kenzie scores her fourth point of the game. That was kind of a soft spot for the Knights defense against Mississinawa as well, as the baseline was open pretty regularly. Wilson drives and is going to score again. Brielle Wilson, good strength to get that basket up and in, as it's called. The foul was called on 23, Jordan Hoffman. I didn't see her come into the game, Derek.
I didn't either. Didn't catch that. Must have been on the last free throw.
Must have been, as Brielle Wilson converts the three-point play. Courtney Bear checks back in for the Lady Knights, and Wilson takes a seat. So Brielle with 5 points, a leading scorer so far for Norwell. It's Roller, Rouse, Beer, Barger, and Dunnick out there right now for Coach Thornton. That's sulking in the corner for Bellmont. Velez looking for help. Underneath, and Grace Hunter is going to be fouled by Logan Rouse. That'll be Logan's second foul. And she's going to take a seat, as Brielle Wilson will check in for her. Brielle didn't get much of a break. The first player with 2 fouls on either team. Logan Rouse takes a seat. On the wing, Velez thought about it, but she'll reset. That's Hunter in the corner. Inside, and Selking is going to be tied up by Dunnick. That'll remain Belmont's basketball, so no turnover. This is a good crowd, Derek. I think most folks have filed in by now.
Yep. Also a few for the next game as well.
That next game, of course, as Derek mentioned, Columbia City and Heritage. Good pass inside, and another foul's going to be called. That'll send McMahon to the line as Barger picks up her first. Norwell now with 17 fouls, Bellmont with 6. McMahon shooting her first free throws of the game. Very deliberate, and knocks down the first one. Alexa Mallory checks back in for the Knights as Aubrey Dunnick takes the seat. I don't know, Derek. Does it seem like Coach Thornton's kind of searching for a combination here that can put some points in quickly? McMahon finally puts up her second shot. Makes it, and Bellmont 4 of 4 now from the free throw line.
She really leans into that free throw attempt, but she puts Bellmont back up 3.
The way she shoots them, she could certainly draw an opposing player across the line, as Barger is going to be called for a charge. That's a good call, as she just ran right over Grace Hunter.
Yeah, she was clearly out of control that time, and that's now the second foul on Brienne.
So we talked about the fact that at Bellmont, Norwell had a couple of players in foul trouble. Barger's staying in the game with those 2 that she has as we tick under 3 minutes. Busick up top. Busick did not start, but she's done well since she got in here, and that'll be Norwell's basketball on the turnover. Derek, I've got Bellmont now for 9 turnovers in this half.
That's way too many, but they're doing a good enough job on the defensive end and hold Norwell to just 13 points at this point, and they still have the lead.
Barger gives it back up to Roller with a long 3, able to knock it down. That's Kaylee's first field goal, ties the basketball game at 16. Kaylee now with 4 points. That's Busick with the basketball, being guarded by Wilson. Norwell in a man-to-man. Hunter tries to drive, travels, and a foul's going to be called. Boy, I don't know how that wasn't a traveling call, as she obviously picked up both feet, hopped and skipped to the basket. Instead, Hunter's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Mallory called for the foul, and Hunter misses her first. That's the first miss for Bellmont. Now 4 of 5 from the line. Hunter will try to add to her 2-point total, and does. Bellmont recaptures the lead. with 2:19 left in this second quarter. Kaylee Roller attacking the Bellmont zone. That's Beer with the basketball. Boy, if Kaylee can get hot, there's another three, no good. Mallory battling for the rebound is going to be fouled. And Alexa Mallory, she works so hard under there, Derek.
Oh, she just does a great job. A lot of times comes off the bench and provides a spark. One game that I go back to is East Noble last week in the loss up there in Kendallville, but it ended up she did a great job underneath, knocked down some free throws, and she ties it here. Norwell can take their first lead of the game on this free one.
Checking in for Bellmont is Emily Felling. McMahon will take a seat with those two fouls. Mallory able to knock down both free throws. Alexa has always been a very good free throw shooter, and that gives Norwell their first lead of this basketball game. Boy, they're doing everything they can to try to get Grace Hunter free. A lot of ball picks out there. Nice pass underneath, and losing the basketball but recovering is Emily Felling. But she turns it over. Brielle Wilson came up with it in the corner. Good toughness there by Brielle Wilson. Minute 35 left. Roller gives it up to Barger. Barger trying to drive. She'll stop, look for help, and gets it away to Roller. Minute 23. That's Wilson. Nice kick out to Beer, but the pass was a little off to the side. She couldn't get a shot up. Barger is blocked. It's off her back, and it'll be out of bounds as 21, Alyssa Selking, did a great job of getting her hand on top of that basketball. That's another turnover on the Knights. They're sixth. Hunter will launch a quick three, way short. Roller with the long rebound. Heads the other way.
Not sure that's the possession Andy Heim was looking for.
Roller launches another long three and hits her second one. Kaylee Roller heating up. She's hit two of her last three long balls. 7 points now for Kaylee. 45 seconds left in this second quarter. Hunter looking to respond. Norwell with a 4-point lead after scoring just 5 points in that. Oh, boy, that could have been traveling on Ryan Velez. That's Felling with the basketball, being guarded by Barger. Oh, boy. Velez tries to get it inside, and it's taken away by Brielle Wilson. They'll say it'll remain Norwell's basketball. No foul called. 20.3 seconds on the clock.
It's actually going to stay with Bellmont.
With Bellmont. Coach Andy Heim's going to use a timeout here to try to set up a end of the quarter play. I believe it is also a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Norwell leading by 4. After putting up just 5 points in that first quarter, they've scored 16 here in the second. Kaylee Roller's put up 7 of them.
Yeah, that's been the difference. Roller's been able to hit a couple open shots. If she's able to get going and play like she did against Mississinawa in the second half on Tuesday, the Knights are going to be in really good shape here in the final 2 quarters of play.
Well, and I like seeing that mental toughness out of the Lady Knights after digging themselves an early 0-6 hole. They've come storming back here in the second quarter to take the lead. Bellmont will try to get the last shot and get conceivably to within 1. Selking will inbound to Velez. Roller face guarding Hunter again. That's got to be option A for Coach Andy Heim, I would think. She's trying to post up on the low block. Selking not able to handle the pass. Kick out to Busick. Busick's 3, no good. The rebound controlled by Selking. Selking tries to get it back up. Short. And another shot will not be attempted, as that will end the second quarter. We go to the locker room. Norwell leading Bellmont here at the Castle, 21-17. We'll take a break and be back with your halftime show after these words from our sponsors.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money. You're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian.
We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique. T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at T.W. Fable.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
And welcome back to Sectional 23 semifinal game number 1 here at the Castle. The Knights leading 21-17 after trailing 8-5 following the first quarter. And Greg, you have some halftime stats, but I think going forward from here, Norwell has to have the advantage. I thought they did a better job than Bellmont on defense. Norwell got the looks they wanted on offense, just a little cold to start, but eventually started knocking down shots, and they're up 4.
Yeah, it was certainly a strong second quarter for the Lady Knights after an extremely cold start. They were 0 for their first 9 before they were finally able to get on the board. But that shooting really picked up in the second quarter. They went from shooting 15% to 33%, and we'll detail how that happened. Just to recap a little bit, you might have talked about this a little bit, but Bellmont, besides winning the NE8 conference, came into this one with just one loss dating all the way back to November 18th, and they've got a ton of momentum. I was a little surprised that Norwell was a favorite coming into this one according to the Sagarin ratings. It's got to be based on strength of schedule.
Oh, it absolutely is, and I mentioned this as well. Columbia City is actually rated higher than Bellmont, and I think they've got maybe like an 8-15 record. So it's just all about schedule strength, and I think part of the reason Belmont's schedule is a little weaker than a lot of teams is they've struggled for several years, and you have to adjust your schedule,
to have a basis, yeah.
Right? And that's kind of where the program's at. And I fully expect Coach Andy Heim to schedule tougher next year because they're going to return a lot of talent. Belmont's going to be good for the next few years.
Yes, they certainly are. Very young, playing several freshmen regularly along with the sophomore Grace Hunter. Well, talking about those squaws, let's talk about their statistical performance in the first half. From the field, they were 6 of 16 for 38%, 0 for 4 from beyond the three-point line, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line for 83%. As a team, though, they committed 10 turnovers in that first half, and that's a big number for the squaws. They're going to have to clean that up in the second half.
They just didn't get very many good looks, and I think Norwell's defense played a big part in that. They shut down the entirety of the lane, save for a couple possessions early on. The Knights, I can remember one possession that I think put them up 6-0, where they got caught in a switch and was a little bit lost on defense. But other than that possession, I think they're doing a really solid job on this end of the floor.
Well, they're scoring in a different way than they did against Norwell at Bellmont earlier in the season. They're scoring with their bigs. Kinsey McMahon and Alyssa Selking leading the way with 6 points apiece. McMahon was 2 of 4 from the field and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Selking was 2 of 4 as well, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Grace Hunter, their main scorer, only had 3 points in the first half. She was 1 of 5 from the field, 4 of those being 3-point attempts. So they've really pushed her out on the floor. And, I mean, she's a great player, but she's not a great 3-point shooter. Grace was also 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Also chipping in with 2 points was Megan Busick, 1 of 2 from the field. Emily Felling was 0 for 1 from the field as well for the squaws. For your Lady Knights, after just 2 of 13 in the first quarter, they were 7 of 21 in the first half. So that's 5 of 8 in that second quarter to get their halftime percentage on a shooting basis up to 33%. They were 3 of 10 from beyond the arc. Kaylee Roller knocking down a couple of those, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line for 80%, which is obviously significantly higher than their season average. Leading the way from a scoring perspective is Kaylee Roller so far. She had 7 all in the second quarter. She was 2 of 6 from the field and 1 of 2 from the arc, or from the line. She's not taking a shot inside the 3-point line. Right behind her, Brielle Wilson had 5 points, hit all her shots, 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Alexa Mallory had 4 points, 1 of 2 from the field, and 2 for 2 from the line. And then Courtney Beer chipped in with a 3-pointer. Logan Rowles, 1 of 4 from the field for 2 points, and Aubrey Dunnick was 0 for 1 from the field as well. The Knights with 6 turnovers in the first half, but 5 of those were in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah, I think, again, I really think advantage Norwell as we move on, unless Bellmont and Coach Andy Heim was able to change something there at halftime. I think Norwell's done a better job on offense, and also, again, on defense, Bellmont really struggling to get good shot looks.
Well, I agree with you, Derek. We'll take a quick break here from Pizza Hut and be back with second half action after these words. Thanks for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Well, we're just about set to go here with second half action at the Castle. Along with Derek Decker, this is Greg Van Meter. The squaws will have Hunter, Felling, Velez, Selking, and McMahon on the floor. They're starting 5. Same situation for Norwell. It's Rowles, Dunnick, Roller, Beer, and Wilson for Coach Thornton. Norwell will have the basketball to start this second half. After a 3-point deficit at the end of 1, they lead by 4 as we head into this third quarter. Bellmont did not spend much time on the floor at all as Roller lofts a 3 that's off. Velez into the front court for Bellmont, working on Beer. Norwell in there man-to-man. That's been, I don't know that they've even trapped once tonight. And a jump ball is going to be called. It'll remain Belmont's basketball. Rowell's doing a good job of tying up Alyssa Selking.
Yeah, I don't think it was poor shooting that did Bellmont in that first half. It was just a game approach. I think it needed to be changed here going to the third quarter.
There's a steal by Roller. She'll head the other way. 2-on-2 break. Lose the basketball, and Bellmont gets it right back.
And Norwell steals it away again, followed by a foul committed on the Squaws.
Well, that's a break for the Knights as the turnover woes continue to plague Bellmont. Alyssa Selking picks up her second foul. Nobody in real foul trouble yet. No one with 3. Norwell has Barger and Rouse with 2, and McMahon and Selking with 2 each for Bellmont as well. Roller cruising around the perimeter of Belmont's defense. She'll try the left side this time. Rouse trying to turn that corner, and Belmont's doing a good job of defending that particular move. Obviously, Coach Heim has watched a lot of film. Rouse will drive, be blocked by Felling out of bounds. It'll remain Norwell's ball. Good defense there by Emily Felling as she helped out on the drive. That'll go as a block shot for Felling. Beer thought Roller was going to go outside. Instead, Kaylee cut to the inside off the pick from Rouse, and the ball sails out of bounds. That'll be Norwell's second turnover of the second half. This is similar to the way the game opened, Derek.
It sure is.
4 turnovers in the first 1:30. Oh, and Hunter travels again. Gets the roll, though. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's clearly traveling. I mean, I don't know how you don't call that traveling. Rouse wide open for 3, no good. The rebound batted around, controlled by Bellmont. They'll head the other way on the break. Hunter gets the shot up and in. And Grace Hunter, who only had 3 points in the first half, quickly ties it with her 4th point of the second half. Total of 7 now for Grace. Wilson. Oh, good kick out to Beer for 3. Good. Courtney Beer, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc this evening. Gives Norwell back the lead. Under 6 minutes in this third quarter. Velez having a little bit of trouble up top. Hunter, nice pass underneath. A foul's going to be called on Aubrey Dunnick. She remained vertical, but got her with the body as McMahon drove to the basket.
Just couldn't stop her momentum that time and draws the foul on Dunnick. I believe it's number 2.
It is the second foul on Aubrey. It'll put Kinsey McMahon to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. She was 2 for 2 in the first half. And very deliberate on those free throws. Alexa Mallory will replace Aubrey Dunnick in the Norwell lineup. It's amazing that more players have not leaned across that line the way she shoots those free throws. Kind of does a little bounce with her legs, gets that one up and in to get the Squaws back to within 2. Rouse is going to be fouled by Alyssa Selking, and Derek, that's going to be her 3rd foul.
Yeah, she didn't like the call either, but
definitely contact.
Oh yeah, and it may not have been advertent contact, but she just kind of bumped her out way away from the basket. Not a good place to pick up your 3rd foul.
Coach Heim, I believe, is going to substitute for her. He does. It's Megan Busick back into the game for the Squaws. She was 1 of 2 from the field in the first half, hit a 2 and missed a 3. Wilson takes the inbounds pass. Roller, nice pass inside, and Mallory up and in for her 6th point. Boy, great left-handed pass there. That's the offhand for Kaylee to get the assist, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Roller. The Norwell fans not happy about it. They thought she had position.
It's close.
It was close. Could have gone either way.
Yep.
To be honest with you, to me, that's probably a no call. It's just interpreted differently by every official. On Kaylee, it's her second foul. Beer guarding Velez tightly up top. Velez launches her first shot of the night and doesn't draw iron, but Bellmont able to control the offensive rebound. Those have been few and far between as Wilson comes up with a steal. Good job of dropping down on the defense, and it's taken right away from her. Velez will head the other way and pull it out. That's Felling. Hunter on the left wing. Tries to throw it underneath and throws it out of bounds. The fourth turnover of the second half for Bellmont. 4:49 left here in this third quarter. And Norwell's going to walk it up, leading by 4.
Even though this has been a low-scoring game, the pace at times has been fast. With
Roller's going to pick up the foul on the drive. Go ahead, Derek.
A lot of live ball turnovers this evening is resulting in some transition action. Both teams trying to get up and down the floor, just not a lot of finishing.
Emily Felling picks up her second foul as Roller on the inbound pass tried to get it to Rouse, and Rouse was held. Well, now the foul's called on number 10. Emily Felling is who I've got in my book, but Feldheiser's announcing Sonnenberg. Bellmont gets the turnover and the bucket as Busick on the other end with her second basket. Underneath is Mallory, couldn't get the shot to go. Was there 2 shots there, Derek?
Yes, there was.
Mallory take both of them?
Yep.
Okay. Another turnover there on Bellmont. Jamie Feldheiser is announcing Maddie Sonnenberg as Rouse able to score. I thought he was going to call traveling up there. Nice drive on the baseline by Logan Rouse. Jamie Feldheiser is announcing Maddie Sonnenberg as number 10.
It could be. There were several, and I'm not guaranteeing that, but there were several lineup changes because their away numbers are different than their home numbers, and the program didn't catch them.
All right, so I believe Maddie Sonnenberg is wearing number 10, and we apologize for not getting that right. We'll summarize her activity after this timeout. We'll take it along with Coach Heim and be right back.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
And welcome back to the Castle. It's 28-24. 3:55 remaining here in the third quarter of action. Bellmont taking a timeout after grabbing the rebound off of Logan Rouse' missed free throw. That was an incredibly acrobatic play, an up and under reverse layup for Rouse. Just kind of tossed it up behind her head and got the basket to go right before that timeout.
3:55 left in this third quarter. Bellmont will have the basketball. On the floor for Norwell, Barger, as she comes in on the timeout, along with Beer, Wilson, Mallory, and Roller. Busick, Velez, Hunter, McMahon, and I believe that's Jordan Hoffman who came in off the timeout as well for the Braves. Yeah, it is. Now I see her number. Norwell playing a tight man-to-man defense. Roller all over Grace Hunter as they try to get it inside. Alexa Mallory takes it away. Excellent strength there by Mallory as the senior takes it away from the freshman McMahon. Norwell now kind of running that little weave that they run in their motion offense. Looking for a crack in the Bellmont defense. Bellmont appears to be playing man-to-man now. Beer launches another three. It's short, and the rebound controlled by the Squaws. A whistle, and Kaylee Roller picks up her third foul. Aubrey Dunnick and Logan Rouse check back in for the Knights as Barger and Mallory take their seats.
It's just a foul you can't have.
That's the third foul on Norwell in this second half. Bellmont with 5 to this point. Velez up top. That's Maddie Sonnenberg. And we've been calling her Emily Felling all night till the last couple of minutes. Norwell comes up with the jump ball and the turnover. Sonnenberg 0 for 1 from the field and also has 3 fouls. Beer will take a seat as Brielle Wilson checks back in. Brielle Wilson actually will bring the ball up. Nope, now she's going to leave it for Roller. Coach Thornton shouting instructions to his troops. Barger up top as she almost threw it away. Hoffman got her hand on it for the Squaws. Now Barger swings it back over to Roller on the wing for 3, and Kaylee with her third three-pointer of this game gives Norwell their biggest lead of the game at 7. Velez trying to get it inside to Hunter on the block. And Roller just doing a great job of denying the entry pass. Velez will launch a 3 that will go off the side of the backboard. And Barger's going to be fouled as she gets the rebound. Boy, that shot wasn't even in the same vicinity as the foul's called on Grace Hunter. That'll be her first.
Yeah, it was just kind of a double clutch release that time in the corner for Velez, and that was going to come up several feet short.
Yeah.
Had it not clipped the side of the backboard.
Beer back in the game for the Knights. 1:44 left in this third quarter. That's Courtney on the wing. Barger in the corner loses the basketball, and a foul is going to be called on Grace Hunter, I believe.
Yeah, this is going to be one in bonus for Norwell. And if they're able to, they're going to be in it for the rest of the game. The last minute, 38 of the third, and all the fourth. That's a big turn of events in this game.
Good move there by Coach Thornton. He sits down Kaylee Roller, replaces her with Brielle Wilson. Very wise move as Kaylee has 3 fouls, and he certainly doesn't want her picking up one here in the last minute and a half of the third quarter. Barger with the good touch on the free throw. Makes it an 8-point Norwell lead. Boy, Kaylee Roller hitting some big threes tonight. She's 3 of 8 from beyond the arc, but they've come at opportune times. Look at Aubrey Dunnick pulling down the rebound. They're going to say the foul is on Aubrey Dunnick. That's her third. And the 4th team foul on the Knights. Okay. Grace Hunter will head the other way. 1:30 even to go here. Velez being chanted at every time she touches the basketball. As Sonnenberg, that was Megan Busick actually, with her 6th point of the game, the left-hander, where number 4 knocks down the 14-footer. Norwell being patient as Bellmont back in their 2-3 zone. Rouse walking up the lane. Just quick enough to avoid the 3-second call. Wilson. That's Barger. Now Beer. Each one of them looking for the opportunity to drive, but giving it up when it's not there. Norwell being very patient. No foul called as Kinsey McMahon knocks it out of bounds. Kaylee Roller will check back in on this offensive end. Barger takes a seat. 46.1 on the clock here in this third quarter. Roller being guarded by Hunter up top. Norwell stacked on that left side as Dunnick waved off of the pick. That's Wilson on the right wing. Up top, Rouse. Wilson cutting through the lane. Good defense there by Velez. 25 seconds. Norwell being very patient. They'll hold it for a last shot unless they get a layup here. Very active with the basketball. Possessions becoming precious at this point as we wind down towards the end of the third quarter. There's the backdoor cut. Rouse to Beer. Great play. The Knights with an 8-point lead, 2 seconds. Hunter launches another long shot. It's not particularly close, and that will end the third quarter. Norwell with their biggest lead of the game at 8 points as we head to the break. We'll take our own break and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Welcome back to the Castle. We've got a barn burner here. Your Lady Knights up 34-26 as we head to the fourth quarter. Bellmont will have the basketball. Boy, a great play to end the third quarter there for the Knights, Derek.
It sure was, and they played a little Bellmont basketball right there, taking almost an entire minute 15 and taking almost the last shot of the first half, as that three's nowhere close, and Norwell can take a double-digit lead with a score on this possession.
Well, Hunter 0 for 6 now from beyond the arc. Kaylee Roller leads it for Rouse. Norwell needs to stay patient in this offense, really value the possessions. Brielle Wilson leaves it for Beer, and they'll reset up top. Handoff. Kaylee Roller being guarded very closely by Roller. Beer into the lane and out of the lane. Same thing with Wilson the other way. Norwell really making Bellmont work on defense here. As Wilson passes it off. The clock under 7 minutes. Courtney Beer drives and hard off the backboard, no good. Rebound controlled by Sonnenberg. 3-on-2 break. Velez leaves it underneath for Hunter, and Hunter with her 6th point of the second half. She's got 9.
Norwell needs to be careful with their strategy here, trying not to lose. They still need to look for good shots. They can be patient, and they need to be, but they don't need to force anything.
Rouse on the drive is going to be fouled.
Something you see teams do a lot, especially at the college and in the professional level, is teams trying to suck all the time out and end up getting bad shots on their possessions as they're trying not to lose. Rouse, first one's good.
Rouse looked good on that free throw. That's Logan's 5th point.
Norwell has not trailed here in the second half. They took the lead right towards the end of that second quarter and haven't looked back since.
Rebound. Oh, the rebound controlled by Sonnenberg. She about popped Selking in the face. Bellmont 0 for 7, Derek, from beyond the arc tonight. That's Sonnenberg with the basketball. Now Hunter. Hunter tries to force the pass. It's knocked away, and it's the 8th turnover of the second half. 18 on the game for Bellmont. Norwell with 9. That's been a big part of this basketball game. Norwell's with a lot more shots. Coming into this fourth quarter, Norwell had 32 attempts from the floor. Bellmont had 24, and Coach Thornton's going to take another timeout. He's got 3 left, so does Coach Heim. It is a full timeout, so we will take it along with Coach and be right back after these words.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhahn's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-31000 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhahn.
Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna Insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kugelhahn and her staff will make you feel at home.
Welcome back to the Castle. Norwell 35, Bellmont 28. 5:48 left in this one, at least in regulation, as Norwell has played tenacious defense all night long tonight. They'll have the basketball along with that 7-point lead. The starters out there for the Knights right now. Roller with the basketball, and I've got to stand up as Norwell's student section right in front of us in postseason play. That pass is errant. It will remain Norwell's basketball, so no turnover. The Knights fortunate on that one.
Yeah, they were. That possession arrow is critical in girls basketball. You see a lot more tie-ups than you do in the guys' game.
That's a very perceptive call. Kaylee Roller working on Hunter. Now Beer thought about giving, as Bellmont's really doing a good job of trying to cut in front of those little handoffs up top. Norwell's going to have to make sure they're rubbing off the defender when they make those. Beer leaves it for Roller, or Rouse, excuse me. Rouse will reset to Roller. 5:05 left. Norwell being extremely patient. And Derek, you mentioned it earlier. There's Roller for three. Good! A huge three for Kaylee Roller. That's a big score as the Knights took a ton of time off the clock. And now their lead's at 10.
It's the biggest it's been all night. What a huge three.
I'll tell you, Grace Hunter continues to shoot shots I don't think she should take. She's now 0 for 6 from the three-point line.
Well, here's the difference, Greg. Kaylee Roller has a lot more postseason experience than Grace Hunter right now.
No doubt.
And it's showing. You just cannot force those kind of shots in the tournament and expect to win.
Good job by Roller. She's tripped. No foul called. Not quite sure what happened there. It'll be a turnover on the Knights as Bellmont will get the basketball.
Now keep in mind, this is not a team primed for a comeback. So they're going to have to really score on almost every single possession from here on out because they're not going to get very many of them.
Yeah, Bellmont on the season averages 46.5 points as Coach Heim will take his third timeout. We'll keep it here, Derek, and you're exactly right. Bellmont does not have great three-point shooting, and they've demonstrated that tonight. They're now 0 of 8 from beyond the arc. It's going to be tough for them to come back in a hurry with a 10-point deficit.
Well, this team was able to knock down a few big threes towards the end of that game in Decatur. They were able to tie it in the third quarter after being down the entire way. Before that, Norwell got out to a really hot start in that game. So this game's certainly not over yet. We know this is the tournament. Anything can happen. But the Knights are in a good position, up 10 with 4:16 left.
You know what? And I missed. Oh, that was Maddie Sonnenberg scored their 2 points of this quarter, did she not? Not sure about that. Hunter launches another three, no good. Selking with the rebound. She misses, but gets her own rebound. And Bellmont will reset. This time it's number 4, Busick, and she misses that one. So they get it back.
Bellmont had 4 opportunities on that possession and could not score.
Yeah, Alyssa Selking has not scored since the first half. I'm pretty sure that, no, it wasn't Sonnenberg. I'm going to have to figure out who scored that 2 points for Bellmont, because I've only got them 26 in the book, 28 on the scoreboard. Norwell being very patient. Dunnick turns the corner and scores. Boy, they've done a great job of executing their plan, especially here in the second half, Derek.
Yeah, Norwell looked like they came into this game very well prepared, and they're beating Bellmont on offense on almost every possession. They're taking long possessions and taking a lot of time off, and it's hurting the Squaws right now.
Selking tries to get it to McMahon. A foul's going to be called. If it's on Dunnick, it's a fourth. Nope, instead it's on Logan Rouse, her third. That's the fifth team foul on the Knights. Out as Alexa Mallory re-enters. That was Grace Hunter with the two, Derek. She had that short two to start. Nice steal there by Mallory. Alexa Mallory doing all the little things for the Knights.
Well, if Norwell is able to get it under 2 minutes here, that'll almost seal the deal, being up 12 points.
Oh, almost thrown away there as Mallory able to corral that pass. Roller, part of the reason that Grace Hunter's struggling hitting her shots from the floor, especially long ones, is because she's having to chase Kaylee Roller as Coach Thornton takes his third timeout. I believe that was a full as well. Nope, it's a 30, so we'll keep it here. Bellmont just 1 of 6 here in this fourth quarter. Norwell, on the other hand, 2 of 3.
Yeah, only 3 shots, but as soon as this quarter started, actually it started at the end of the third quarter. Took almost the entire minute, 16 at the end of that third quarter. Got a basket, great play, Courtney Beer. I think we'll look back on that play at the end of this one if Norwell is able to pull it out as the one that gave Norwell momentum. And it changed the entire plan in the fourth quarter. Norwell's just kind of taking the air out of the basketball right now.
Yeah, and keep in mind, too, those 6 shots for Bellmont, 4 of them were on one possession. So
right.
3 offensive rebounds, none of which went down. Norwell able to inbound the basketball. Rouse trying to turn the corner. That's got to be a foul. Nope, it's called a carry on Logan Rouse as Alyssa Selking bumping her all the way. Junior playing tough defense. Bellmont gets the ball back. Still time if they can get shots up. Velez stopped her dribble way too soon. Hunter being guarded by Wilson.
Bellmont has just not been able to establish any offensive flow all game long. Norwell is just cutting off all the passing lanes.
McMahon, nice shot by Kenzie McMahon, the freshman, with her first 2 points of the fourth quarter. Gets Norwell's lead back down to 10. And a traveling call on Kaylee Roller. That's 6 turnovers now on the Knights in the second half. They got 12 for the game. 1:49 left.
That's a big turnover if Bellmont's able to score on this possession.
Hunter launches a 3. That's not even going to be close. As Dunnick flies in for the rebound.
Well, a complete wasted opportunity for the Squaws.
Well, and they've had a lot of them here in this second half. Hunter, 3 of 8 from the field, but 0 of 5 from beyond the arc, and that's just in the second half. 1:20 left. We're going to have to start fouling here pretty quick as Rouse gets to the basket, and they're going to count the basket. Kind of an odd call there by the official. I couldn't tell what he was going to say.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit of continuation. The Knights might have gotten away with a little bit there, but just a few free throws away from putting this thing on ice.
Alyssa Selking picks up her 4th foul. She's going to be replaced by Jordan Hoffman. Hoffman, a senior. Rouse will try to convert the 3-point play for the Knights. So far, she's 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Now she's 2 of 4. Norwell up by 13. Their biggest lead of the game here with 1:15 left. Velez in the corner. She tries to get it to Busick, but it's tapped out of bounds by Rouse, and it'll remain Bellmont's ball. Well, if Norwell's able to hang on, Derek, the story's going to be their defense.
Absolutely.
They have just been relentless.
And really, the stamina showed by this defense. They have not slowed down. Things are not being tired. They're still making free throws. And I think Norwell was just in better shape to win this game physically.
There's another steal as Dunnick comes up with it. Good play by Aubrey Dunnick. And a foul in the backcourt. That'll go on Grace Hunter. It'll be her third with 57.7 seconds left. That's the 10th team foul on Bellmont, and it'll send Kaylee Roller to the line to shoot a pair. Norwell just has to knock down a few free throws here, as Kaylee not able to hit that one. That makes her 1 of 3 on the night. They lead by 13, so it would take some tremendous long-distance shooting here by Bellmont. Kaylee good on that one, makes it a 14-point lead. 55 seconds. Velez, as a touch foul is going to be called on Aubrey Dunnick. That'll be her fourth. 6th on the team. And Hoffman will inbound for the Squaws. Hunter launches a long three, no good. Rebound controlled by Rouse. And the foul quickly on Bellmont.
Clock's still running. Yeah, they're going to have to determine.
I don't even think they noticed it, Derek.
Yeah, it was actually a few seconds that came off. Yep, the official's going to walk over there and discuss things.
The foul was called. I'm not sure who the foul was called on. Is that they've still got Dunnick's foul up on the. There it is. It's on Megan Busick, her second. And they do need to put probably at least 2 seconds back on the clock.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking 3. So around 45 seconds, somewhere in there is probably what's going to be on the clock. But really, in reality, it's not going to matter.
No. Norwell up by 14. Logan Rouse at the free throw line. She'll shoot a pair. On the evening, she's 2 of 4.
Yep, 45 on the nose.
There you go. Good call, Derek. Rouse with 8 points on the night to this point. Good on that free throw. Good touch by the junior. And this game is going to end up seeming a lot more one-sided than it really was.
Now, I'll share my opinions on that in the post-game show, so we'll wait till we're done here before I talk.
40 seconds left. Hoffman thought about launching a three, and it's taken away from her by Kaylee Roller. Hoffman commits the foul. Derek, that's 21 turnovers now on the Bellmont Squaws.
Way too many. They just have not been able to get good shot opportunities this evening, and you got to credit that to the Norwell defense.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just been swarming and staunch the entirety of the evening. As Roller comes up short on that free throw. That probably was the last time Bellmont will foul, being down 16 with 36 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I would think so. Courtney Bear checks out as Grant Barger checks in, and Coach Thornton's going to bring in several subs here. Kylie Topp will enter for Logan Rouse. Cece Archbold will replace Brielle Wilson. Alexa Mallory, who had a big hand in this game, replaces Aubrey Dunnick. Ashley Vandenboom waiting to check in for the shooter Kaylee Roller. And Coach Himes going to empty his bench. Carrie Scott into the game. Ivy Thomas. Samantha Sonnenberg. And number 14, Allison McBride. Also, Maddie Sonnenberg in there as well. I don't believe Emily Felling played tonight. She saw some minutes over at Bellmont.
Well, the official was trying to give Kaylee Roller 2 more shots.
Right.
I think he forgot.
She only gets 1.
Yeah, she missed the first one.
Yep. A lot of subs there, a total of 8 of them. in between free throws. So I can understand how you could lose track as Roller not able to knock down the free throw. Ashley Vandermoon may not get into this game. Behind the back dribble by Sonnenberg. On the drive is number 12, Scott. She couldn't get it to go. Kaylee Roller is, as Coach Thornton burns a quick timeout to get subs in. Kaylee Roller takes a seat. Great game for that young lady.
Sure was.
Vandenboom in for the Lady Knights. Vandenboom saw really quite a few varsity minutes during the regular season. Hasn't seen much here in the postseason so far, as Kylie Topp's going to drive and score. Kylie Topp gets in the varsity scorebook this evening in a postseason game. As the buzzer sounds, we won't count that shot. I don't know if she got it off in time anyway. That will end it. Norwell will move on to the sectional final tomorrow night against the winner of our next game. That game between Columbia City and Heritage. We fully expect Columbia City to win that basketball game, but here in this first one, the Knights with an 18-point victory. 48 for the Knights, 30 for the Bellmont squads. We'll take a break, do some figuring, and be back with your post-game show after these words.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Bloomin' Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Bloomin' Boutique. Ossian Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Ossian Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair, with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for three by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team, and a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6, only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com, bowlbluffton.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit sf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
And welcome back to the Castle. We're wrapping things up following Sectional 23 semifinal game number 1. Norwell takes it 48-30 over the Squaws of Bellmont, ending their season at 18-5. 2 of those 5 losses came to Norwell, 1 in Decatur, 1 in Ossian. And despite it, I tell you what, a fantastic season for right. Andy Heim, and this program is moving in the absolute right direction. Ended up with 1 conference loss, but was able to win it outright. So for the first time since 1994, a very excellent season for Andy Heim, getting 18 of his 39 wins in this season in his 6th year, and I like where this program's heading.
Well, they only graduate 2 seniors. Ryan Velez, the only starter of the 2, but really, other than handling the ball, not a whole lot of impact as Jordan Hoffman was the other senior, and she saw some play tonight, but I'm wondering if Emily Felling might have been injured. She played against Norwell over at Bellmont quite a few minutes.
Yeah, she did.
And Hoffman got her minutes this evening. But you said it, Derek. I mean, they played 2 freshmen for a ton of minutes tonight in Megan Busick and Kenzie McMahon. Of course, Grace Hunter will be back. She's just a sophomore. Alyssa Selking will be a senior. They're going to be a tough squad to reckon with next year when we see them again. And kind of a tough night for the Squaws, but that difficulty they had, both handling the ball and shooting the ball, you got to give credit to Norwell's defense, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But why don't we go ahead and talk about Belmont's stats? They were 11 of 33 from the field for 33%. They were 0 for 11 from beyond the arc and hit 75% of their free throws, as we had them at 6 of 8. Individual scoring for as a team also, they had 21 turnovers. Is by my count, Bellmont had 10 in the first half, 11 in the second half. Individual scoring for the squads, Grace Hunter and Kinsey McMahon each had 9. Megan Busick and Alyssa Selking each had 6. That's the scoring for the squads tonight. We'll take a break from the stats to talk here with head coach Eric Thornton. And Coach, you have to be awfully, awfully proud of your team tonight. I thought their defense was as tenacious as I've seen it all year.
Yeah, our game plan is pretty simple. I mean, you've got to stop Grace Hunter, and that's a tough task to do because they're so much better around her this year. Our game plan was executed by the girls extremely well, and all the credit to those girls for stepping up tonight. Not only the kids like Kaylee Roller and Brielle Wilson, who we asked to face guard Grace Hunter at times, but the other kids around her, we really asked to just be in those gaps all the time. Don't let her have an open drive, because she's not only great, obviously, going to the basket to scoring, she sees the floor so well. And she'll pick you apart if she gets past you into those gaps, and then you have to help from down low and help up from the post, and then it's a layup for all those other kids. So it's really a tough task. So we have to get early help. We have to be in those gaps already, not waiting for the drive, just get there as soon as she gets it. And that was really it. And you know what? We said, if some of those other kids hit a couple perimeter shots, you can't lose your spirit out there. You can't hang your head and feel defeated, because that may happen. Busick hit a couple tonight. Right. We really said, really help off of Velez. Just really, Courtney's assignment was mainly that. Try to pressure her some when she gets it, but it was more about just really helping off of her almost to a fault. And no discredit to any of their kids. If we don't do that, we probably can't beat them. Mm-hmm. They're strong and athletic, and that's a good basketball team. And our kids defensively, even when we were tight and not scoring at the beginning, right. I told them at the end of the first quarter, you guys have only given up 8 points. Yeah. You're playing great defense. It may not feel that way. Stay with the process. And we turned the corner there in the second quarter, and end of the third quarter, we get the backdoor layup.
Right. That was a huge play.
It was a huge play. One of the other huge plays when we really ran our dribble drive for a really long time. Yep. And then it finally breaks free, and we get the corner three from Kaylee. Right. Those two plays right there, when you can execute your offense that way and get what you want and knock them down, momentum is huge going into the fourth quarter. Well, we just finished it out.
It's so dispiriting for the defense. I mean, you hold for almost a minute on both of those possessions.
And that is a very good defensive team. Yep. And like you said, it is disheartening, and it would be for any team that works that hard to take away the basket, and then you get one that's it is a dagger.
Yeah, and I really thought the on the ball defense was excellent. I had them for the squads, that is, for 21 turnovers tonight.
Yeah, I think we had Grace for 9. That's a tremendous player that we have to do everything we can to not let her beat us and make other kids step up and do things. Yeah. So I think she had 14 shots for 9 points. Mm-hmm. We'll take that efficiency credit to our kids.
Your stats match up with mine?
And you know
what's up with that?
That's happened more than once, Greg. I'm kind of wondering if Derek is keeping your book for you.
No, he doesn't keep my book, but he keeps a lot. He keeps me informed.
I know he does. But, yeah, proud of our kids. The other thing I want to say is I have a ton of respect for Bellmont. Yeah. And what they've done, those kids believe. They're hurting right now because they've invested a lot. They're going to be tough for the next 4 years, and we know that. We were fortunate to play well defensively tonight, make some plays. But that's going to be a team to be reckoned with in the next 4 years, as their assistant coach told me again tonight after the game. So,
well, he's consistent.
Yeah. So, yeah, we expected that.
Well, Coach, I know you want to watch the entirety of this game and get a little break in between, so we won't keep you. But really appreciate you coming up. Thanks for bringing the boys.
You bet. Always glad to have the boys with me and
I don't know where.
The support, and my mom and dad are here from Florida.
Yeah.
So
he just patted me on the back as the game ended.
Mom and dad snuck up, and I was hoping we'd win Tuesday night because their plans were to fly up here and come to the game. So we almost screwed that up for them. But thanks, guys. Greg, I appreciate it. Derek, I appreciate it. We'll get ready for tomorrow.
Sounds good. We'll see you tomorrow night, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks. Head coach Eric Thornton in this. In the postseason's just a little bit different than what goes on during the regular season, as we can normally, and especially for the first game. Coach wants to watch every minute of this game, even though he's watched Columbia City and Heritage numerous times on tape,
right?
And did watch Columbia City the other night on Tuesday. Certainly a huge interest in seeing any little nuance that he can out of these two squads here for as much time as he can.
Yeah, that's a key to having success tomorrow. I tell you what, partner, tomorrow's going to be a long day.
Yeah,
We've got a couple games to call.
Yep.
Of course, the boys will be taking on Wayne at 1:30. Of course, that's a rescheduled game from earlier this season, and then sectional championship starts at 7:30, both here at the Castle.
Yeah, and we'll bring both of those basketball games to you tomorrow. Let's get back to Norwell stats. The victors on the scoreboard tonight, 48-30. As a team, I had them 16-37 from the field, and that's after a 2-for-13 start. So the rest of the way, they were 14-24 from the field, and that's pretty doggone good. From beyond the arc, 6 of 16 this evening, and then from the free throw line, 10 of 16. So 6 misses. I don't believe they missed the front end, though they did not, of any attempts tonight. So definitely better than their season average. And as a team, they committed 12 turnovers, 6 in each half. Individually, Kaylee Roller led the way with 14 points. She did not take a 2-point shot tonight. However, she hit 4 of 9 from beyond the arc and was 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Also in double figures was Logan Rouse. She had 10, hit 3 field goals and 4 free throws, chipping in with 8 points. And, boy, 3 big baskets from Courtney Beer, 2 threes and a 2 for those 8. Alexa Mallory, excellent off the bench for the Knights tonight. She had 6 points on 2 field goals and 2 free throws. Brielle Wilson had a big second quarter, didn't miss a shot with a couple of field goals and a free throw for 5 points. Then Kylie Topp hit her only field goal attempt in garbage time, and Aubrey Dunnick was 1 of 2 from the field for 2 points as well. Brianne Barger chipped in with 1 free throw for a total of 48 for the Knights. And a big win for Norwell. A little bit easier than I thought it would be. It was a dogfight, 34-26 at the end of the third quarter, 21-17. Norwell at half. And the Knights just kind of progressively pulled away as the game went on.
Yeah, I think that score, maybe 18, wasn't really representative, but I think Norwell dominated this game.
Yeah, they executed.
They played better, in my opinion, much better on defense than they did in the first matchup with Bellmont, but I think they played better all around as well. They just did a nice job of shutting Bellmont down. They only had, they had 17, so they only had 13 points in the second half, only 4 points in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
That's really good defense, and they forced Grace Hunter into an uncomfortable position. That's the go-to player for Bellmont. When they need a basket, they let her handle things. Well, first of all, she wasn't hitting the entire night, and if a couple more of those shots go down, we're looking at a different game. But the reality is a lot of those shots were forced and contended by the Norwell defense.
Yeah, and a couple of those three-point attempts were long attempts at the end of quarters.
Yep.
So I agree with you. I thought the Knights really executed well on both ends of the floor. 12 turnovers, not bad. You want to see that 12 and under, 10 and under number, and they forced Bellmont into 21s. Well, partner, we got a full day tomorrow, and I haven't had dinner. Probably ought to go down and get some, huh?
You should.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's good, as athletic director Eric Morgan doing a great job, and that's why they continue to consistently get sectional play here at Norwell, and part of that's the food, which we're happy for here representing the media. Well, one last time, your final here in the first sectional semifinal, it's Norwell 48-30, and we do need to name a player of the game, as I almost let that one slip by me, Derek. Thanks for reminding me. Your thoughts?
For me, it's the leader of this basketball team. She's come out and she's played better in this sectional play, and I'm going with Kaylee Roller. 14 points, knocked down a couple big threes, had an assist. Actually, that might have been from Brielle Wilson on the Courtney Beer back cut, going to the basket with about 10 seconds left in that third quarter. Took almost the entire last 76 seconds of that quarter. Huge turning point in this game, and Coach Thornton agreed with us.
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely going with Kaylee Roller. She's found a way to turn it on in sectional play. That's exactly when you need it. And this Norwell team proves once again it is dominant in tournament play.
Well, Kaylee's just done her last 6 quarters of play have been her best 6 quarters of play on the year, and that's what seniors need to do. She's really stepped it up. I agree with you 100%. She will be our player of the game tonight, and it's good to see Kaylee do that. They will certainly have, as good as this Columbia City team is, Norwell, I think, can stay right with them tomorrow night. And, of course, that does presume Columbia City wins, but certainly on paper they are the heavy favorites.
Yeah, I think, well, at least according to Sagrin. Now, Norwell, I think, handled Columbia City very well earlier in the season.
They did.
Had one of their best offensive performances of the year. One ended up being 61-53. Columbia City got a bunch of late baskets, and that one Norwell was up by as many as 20 points in the second half. So I do expect a close game tomorrow. Of course, again, we're assuming it's Columbia City. Don't know a lot about Heritage. I know you caught them once playing at Bluffton a couple weeks ago, but Norwell does not have Heritage on the schedule. But either one, sectional championship is almost always a close game. Last year, Norwell won in overtime over Bishop Luers by 3 points, and it's always entertaining at the Castle.
Yeah, Heritage 7-15 on the year. Bluffton, it was their senior night that I called last Saturday night or the Saturday before. I'm losing track of the days.
2 ago.
Yeah, but Bluffton came out the victors in that game by a score of 46-50. It was a pretty close game throughout. But, of course, Bellmont, a 2A school that had a record under 500 at 11-12. It was their senior night, so they had certainly some motivation. But it was a lot of turnovers, a lot of fouls. I believe there was close to 60 free throws attempted in that game. So just a little bit different style than what we saw here tonight. There were only 24 free throws attempted tonight in this basketball game.
And a lot of those came late when Bellmont chose to foul several times.
That's right.
When they were already, the game had already been decided.
Yeah. So a lot more physical, and I don't think that plays to Heritage's advantage. So if it's called that way, throughout here, I think Columbia City won't have too much problem. In any case, whoever the Knights are playing tomorrow night at 7:30, we'll have the game for you here from the Castle. But we will be on earlier, right around 1:30, with the varsity boys taking on the visiting Generals from Wayne. Until then, Norwell Lady Knights move on. It's a 48-30 win here at the Castle. For Derek Decker, this is Greg Van Meter saying so long, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.